Hey friends, so I need your help. Do I get out of women's fashion? And I'm asking this question because if you go into eBay, you can look at Terapeak. I'll link a video up above. I just did a video of how to use Terapeak. It's such a helpful resource. But if you go into Terapeak and you just look at women's fashion in general, you can see here the sell-through rate is 3.58%. That means of all of the women's fashion that is currently listed on eBay, only 3.5% of it is selling. It is extremely hard to make money when you are only selling 3.5% of what you are purchasing. That's completely outrageous. So let's look at some of the other numbers, some other categories that maybe I should get into, or a way to increase and make money reselling, even if it's in a very heavily saturated marketplace. So if we come in here, like I said, I shared a video that goes all the way into this, but I'm going to come to Terapeak Sourcing Insight. I was kind of messing around and figuring out what I want to do for the year, and I want to bring you along on the ride. So I'm looking at the top categories, and what this is telling me, I'm going to change this to the top category, top opportunities first. Like I said, I linked a video to go through all of these numbers. What this is telling me is currently what's on eBay. These are the best opportunities of what to be selling. Coach Jackets and Vests, this is seasonal. It's still only 4.17%. Look at this. This sell-through rate is 5 times, more than that, because it was 3.5. We're just going to go with 4 for easy math, but 5 times the sell-through rate of video game consoles. And I would venture to say, let's go ahead and look into this. I'd venture to say the average sale price for gaming consoles is significantly higher as well. Wait, let's scroll down. Sorry. Active listings, average sold price, $580, friends. If you sell in this category, tell me your secrets. Should I source and start learning new categories? This is ridiculous, friends. Women's fashion is really saturated. Action figures is, it's 8.2%. It's not a huge, but it's not the 20% sell-through rate, but it's definitely higher than my 3.5. Athletic shoes, maybe I should focus more on that. Look, cell phones and smartphones. Friends, this is outrageous. Should I switch what I am doing? I'm thinking about it. It's not really my expertise, but maybe I should spend the time thinking about it. Right now, my strategy, though, is to be the best that I can be. And I'm going to show you why that 3.5%, yes, it's really hard to make money doing it. But currently, if we look at my numbers, we're looking at the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard. My current sell-through rate is 9.39%. So while, let me move this so you guys can see. So while it's still not that 21%, it is still 3 times the amount of what it was on eBay. And I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why that is. The first reason is, so if you want to work on increasing your sell-through rate, I'm actually going to share a little bit of so this is a downloadable that you can get. It's going to tell you the different strategies if you want to work on increasing your sell-through rate, if you want to increase on your average sale price and your active listings. So while my sell-through rate is not 21%, it is still 3 times eBay, and here's why. Because I go through, I run sales, I do offers, I do promoted, I have listing quality, my SEOs. When I pull the listing quality report, rest in peace, it's going to be done in February. Definitely pull this report before it's done. I pull the listing quality report. I am the top 1% of listings in my category. Cross listing, I have my items on another platform, which also helps on increasing my sell-through rate. And then in-demand inventory. So while the overall fashion on eBay is 3.5%, I focus on categories. I'm only purchasing items that are selling at a higher sell-through rate. The second thing why I'm not necessarily going to jump over yet is because you have to consider your time and your processes as well, right? So let's think about it from a listing and a shipping standpoint. I can ship my items in under 2 minutes an item, because when you're selling women's fashion, you fold it, it's already folded, right? But you put it in my stuff. I keep it all in these bins, but you put it into a poly mailer, you close it, you put a label on it, and it is out the door. When you're selling in other categories, not saying it's good, bad, or the other, but this is something that is heavily on my mind. When I'm selling in other categories, if I jumped over, the shipping would have to be significantly, depending on what category, but let's say gaming consoles, you are not just putting a gaming console that's selling for $580 into a poly mailer and shipping it and putting a label on it, right? You are having to protect that and all of that. The other thing that goes into that, and shipping, so time as well, right? That goes into sourcing as well. I venture to say, I'm not an expert on this at all, but I would venture to say gaming consoles are significantly harder to find than women's jeans, right? So you're spending time sourcing, and going out sourcing is not really my strong suit right now. I don't have a lot of time to be doing that. And then the third thing that is not making me want to jump, but let me know down below what you guys think I should do, or strategies that you're using. But the third thing is storage space, right? So while these are selling at a 21% sell-through rate, while they're selling for $580, although I'd venture to say they're not all selling that high, but even a higher value, the amount of women's jeans that I can fit in one of these bins, I've done an analysis on it, it's between 20 and 25 women's jeans. Consoles, I could probably only fit, I don't know, what do you think, like 7 consoles in there, maybe, if they were like smaller consoles and not like a whole bunch of other stuff all around them. Obviously this is not my expertise. I only know it because my husband is a gamer and he has like every single console. So I'm trying to put them all into one bin so that I'm out of space as well too, right? So if I go to consoles, now I'm only able to have my active listings would have to be significantly smaller, but at a 21% sell-through rate, would it be worth it? And let's go ahead and take a look at that, friends. We're going to look at the platinum formula for the resellers. If you're new to the channel, this is a spreadsheet. You can purchase it so you can look at these numbers and kind of make some decisions for yourself as well. The golden formula for resellers is essentially just telling you what you need to do to make your gross revenue. Once you have variables, you can mess with these variables and it'll tell you what your gross revenue is. So we're going to come in here, right? And we're going to say, hey, I'm going to change this to, let's say I want to sell video game consoles. I'm going to change it to a 21% sell-through rate. However, because I can only store half of the items in a bin that I would normally have right now, I'm going to lower this to, what would that be? 1150. The average sale price, however, is going to be, I can't imagine it's 500. Let's say it's 200. Okay, my gross margin is still significantly higher even at that rate. So if you guys sell gaming consoles, let me know down below where I can find all of these. Maybe I'm going to make a switch. If you guys liked this video, YouTube thinks you'd also like this video, I will link a playlist down here of how to make money reselling. And then if you did like this video and think others would as well, do make sure to save, share, and like it, comment on it, join my memberships to support this content, and then make sure to subscribe.